Good evening, folks. I really don't do this that often, but I'm really to the point where I'm so pissed off at the whole world I gotta do this. Forgive my language in the future in this film, but if you got any children, I suggest you get them out right now because there's gonna be a lot of foul language in this one. Alright, shout out to my friends Education and another good friend of mine, Liz Wheeler. Shout out to both of them. Alright, we're going to talk about some hypocrisy here. Lots of hypocrisy. Alright, Joe Biden. Alright, Hiden Biden. You, my friend. This whole thing is for you. First, you want to fire your whole entire staff if any of them have ever done illegal drugs in the past. Alright. What about your vice president? Why isn't she resigning? Why don't you fire her then? I mean, yet she was a prosecutor, but yet she smoked marijuana. Why isn't she in jail? Oh, that's right. She's a Democrat. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going down the line here. Now we go to, like, other things such as when you said to Donald Trump that it's a racist thing to say about, and it's xenophobic, to say things such as they're not allowed to be down there, they shouldn't be down there at the border, and now we got a border crisis. Now that you demolished and tell them not to come to the United States, and for anyone in those countries, such as stay down at Mexico, that not to come to the United States, to stay away. Now we got a border, and then you eliminate that thing that you signed, that executive order, and now you eliminate that. What do? You do the complete opposite of him. You're so unbelievable. You deniable, demented, dementia piece of shit. This is what's wrong with you. And then you go on to say that. And then the other thing you go on to say is that then you say the same exact things he says. And yet, liberals go crazy when Donald Trump says it, but the liberals are silent when you say it. Like it's not even a damn problem. And there's a border crisis problem down at the border. And he says the exact same thing. Stay home. Do not come to the United States. And the Donald Trump was echoing what President Trump was echoing. The same thing Barack Obama was doing with the troops. We're going to end this war in Afghanistan. And what does he turn around and do? He actually was trying to end the war and actually send troops home. And what does he do? Turn around and send them back. And he was in the same there with them. I am sick with this hypocrisy. And he's in the same administration with this buffoon. Could anybody be any more dumber? Well, as we go down even more further down the lane here, we got he goes on to say, well, that's just a myth and a theory. No, that's no myth and theory. Well, I got just the perfect myth and theory for you. Why don't you get out of your damn hole and actually go out and look at what's going on in the damn United States instead of just staying down and coming out whenever the hell you damn well please. You are not a leader of the free world. You're just a damn puppet. That's all you ever have been since you've been elected. You only come out when there's ever a natural disaster or something big's ever happened. And try to take the Second Amendment away from us and banning free speech, it ain't happening. Hate speech ain't happening. And yet, the schools around the country say hate speech is not allowed. And what do? They allow people that are hate speechers to come in anyway. People that are part of the left, like Al Sharpton and all those buffoons. They play the race card. And they talk about segregation. Segregation, very strongly. Let's look at the segregation thing here. Columbia University, for instance. 6 separate graduation ceremonies. One for Native Americans, one for blacks, one for whites, one for LGBTQ. I mean, the list goes on. It's like beyond ridiculous. I can identify myself as this authoritarian type of BS is beyond ridiculous about all these universities and how authoritarian the liberals have become. They want to take down statues. They want to take down literally almost everything that there is that represents our history. I mean, think about this. Stonewall Jackson High School. I don't know what their history is, if they've won any state titles or anything. But say they won 2 state titles. Those state titles are no longer in existence now. Just like all those other just like Brookhaven. Shout out to Brookhaven High School for those years they won and that they were in the Final Four and so on. Those titles are no longer in existence anymore. What were they even useful for? Same with Toledo Libby. And St. Peter Channel. And because those schools are no longer in existence anymore. If you think about it, it was a waste. People like this is what really gets on my nerves. Then the hypocrisy goes on, continues. They are nothing but a waste. They want to take away everything we worked for, everything we earned. I wouldn't come at you if I had actual answers. The demopukes always seem to want to have an answer. But they don't really have an answer. All they have is something. They just seem to have one thing. The demopukes are never happy. You can't please a demopuke. Let's just put it that way. I'll be honest with you. With Hiden Biden running again, I sure hope whoever runs as a Republican steps up to the damn plate. Because I sure am not voting for Hiden Biden. I never have voted for Demopuke, and I never will. This is just beyond ridiculous. And now you buffoons know why we don't vote Demopuke. Now at this point, I don't care if that Demopuke, that Republican, didn't want to vote to secure the vote for Donald Trump or not. I just want Hiden Biden out. And I just hope to God he wins. I just hope it isn't, what's his face? As long as it isn't other buffoons who run and I won't vote. Anyone that's a patriot Republican, I'm voting for. But if you're not a patriot Republican, you do not have my vote. That's all there is to it. You go on about the Constitution. You don't go away from the Constitution. Apparently these buffoons don't know what the Constitution is, do they? taking away my rights to free speech. Well, unfortunately, I got things I gotta do. And you can tell those assholes on the left that I'm not gonna go away quietly. And neither will my conservative friends. Because this is what I'm gonna give them. So, peace out.